this is part 4 of our Forbidden Woods Let's Play, and in this part of our walkthrough, we're going to be getting a treasure chart.
Not a walkthrough, but
Let's Play. Sorry, I said Let's Play the first time.
Yeah,
but we're going to be getting a treasure chart and also the boss key.
If you came to this place to watch a walkthrough, turn it off.
This part and the previous part, we had some struggles.
Yeah,
as you definitely heard us mention in part 3 if you watched, and you're going to hear us some bash on
we had some struggles
bit.
on this part, which are obviously not in the video, but
yeah, creative editing.
Yes.
But this part gave both of us fits though, and we'll hit on.
Well, not this part right here. I think what is it? The next room, I think.
Yeah. Sorry.
You know, like I mentioned this in the last part. Like I really like that wire right there, and I don't know these like 3 little pillars. I don't know, it's a cool room. It's just a cool small room, I think.
Plus, it's nice you got to kill all those spiny guys from a distance without them jumping on you.
Yeah, I like those things. I had the boomerang finally.
Exactly, the piece of cake. Then
stupid. They have to do a spin attack.
Hey, at least they don't hurt you. They just slow you down.
Well, I guess if you can't really stab because then you'd be stabbing yourself. So I guess
True.
I guess a spin attack would really be the best defense for those guys.
I mean, I guess if you want to start stabbing yourself, we have emo Link here.
Yeah.
But it is kind of cool though. Like you think they took that concept though, and if you remember in Twilight Princess, in Arbiter Ground specifically, there's some enemies that get on you like that and really slow you down. So it's a concept that kind of kept a little bit into
it's annoying as heck. They need to quit doing it. Nintendo, stop it. We don't like these enemies that slow us down.
No, we are gung-ho, run-forward type guys.
Yeah, we actually need those throughout the rest. For us, we need those for the whole game.
Just to kind of make us stop and think.
Yeah, hit red, slow down a little bit. You're going a little too fast.
Yeah, we're not very good at that.
You know, I'm surprised I didn't screw this up right here and hit the vines before I went and got that treasure chest. Oh, yeah, it's only 10 rupees.
But still, it always sucks when you look at your map and like, oh man, I forgot a treasure chest.
Well, see, that was the one good thing. On the SD version, you probably have to click like the pause menu or something to see your map, or is it down?
No, you can still sit up on the GameCube controller.
Oh, okay. Well, I know like on the HD version, the map was right there on the gamepad. So you just like glance down real quick really and see it.
Definitely didn't have that.
So obviously, I saw that treasure chest right there, which is
smart thinking. But now we're going even further down into this muddy water that you enjoy so much.
And this is one of the rooms, like, obviously, this is probably the most muddy water room, I guess you could say, in the whole dungeon, really.
Yeah. And I think it's pretty cool. Like, I think this is the first time we encounter those Octo Rocks in this game, too.
Didn't we face that kind of coming into the Forest Haven or something like that?
Oh, that's right. To get in, you're right.
I think we did.
So I guess this entire area of Wind Waker is kind of the first time, but they're definitely a recurring Zelda enemy, for better or worse.
You know, kind of like going along. I mean, obviously, I know we've been going down this whole time this dungeon, but it really feels like we're getting down like into the depths of like a tree. You know.
Yep.
I think that's a tree we went in. It had thorns.
At least in the woods. Yeah, the woods. So yeah, we're pretty deep down, and that's why I loved like falling down the big flower part or two ago, and now like right there we fell down an even deeper level. We're like in the bowels of this.
We're pretty far down now.
Yeah, hence the water's all muddy, I guess.
Yeah.
But in this room, isn't really necessary. But this is where we get the treasure chart. Which the treasure charts are important if you want to collect all the heart pieces.
Not for 3 freaking hours of trying to figure out this stupid puzzle.
Yeah, the treasure charts are important for getting heart pieces and things like that. But as we've mentioned before, health is never that big of a deal.
An issue really in this game. I mean, obviously, like I know you said you like to go around and collect treasure.
Yeah.
So I mean, but for me, like I don't know, I wasn't really that concerned about it. Like, so you really don't need any helps on health.
No.
So
it kind of appeals to the kind of OCD, like the gotta collect everything.
Gotta collect everything, 100%ers, which I don't think I've ever completed Zelda game 100%. Maybe Link to the Past. I think I did that one.
I'm not sure if I ever completed any video game.
Like I said, I think Link to the Past might be the only one.
Yeah, but you know, the treasure charts though are handy if you want the rupees or the heart pieces or whatever. Otherwise, you could honestly skip this entire.
Well, no, you could get the rupees from just like the random treasure chest.
That's true too.
Like, you don't even need the treasure charts for those.
Yep. So I mean, honestly, this entire section is optional, but we like to show you at least the rooms that we had all kinds of fun in.
And I wouldn't call it fun. I spent about 3 hours in this room. And once again, it came down to mechanic. I didn't know that you could turn around and use that leaf to push you on the cart.
Yep, as you'll see just here in a second.
Yeah, because I kept trying to fool around with those things.
Oh, and once you get on the cart, that thing's like just out of range, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, usually you could hit either one of them,
Yep.
and it would make it go forward
Yep.
or one direction. But yeah, you couldn't do that, and the other one's just out of range.
Yep. So thankfully, though, we can use the leaf to propel us the opposite direction, which again, it definitely took some trial and error to get that figured out.
Well, I know one thing we said we like is the 2 items that we got, not in this dungeon, but kind of around this dungeon.
In the area.
Well, now I hate it because, when you're in a puzzle, you're like, oh, always use the weapon you just got.
Yep.
So now it just introduces more things for us to try and screw up.
Oh, and that's the last thing
I tried to boomerang 20 times in here. I tried to leap 20 times in here.
Well, it's weird that, like, you would think, at least you think to Twilight Princess, the wind boomerang can spin those stupid things.
Mm-hmm. That's really what I was thinking for a lot of it.
Obviously, this isn't the wind boomerang.
And I kept on trying to get closer and closer on the edge of that card to hit that other windmill circle thingy, whatever you want to call it.
You ended up falling off.
And then when I went through all that and got a treasure chart, I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
I think it would have made more sense for that to be the big key or the boss key than the treasure chart.
You should have got like 1,000 rupees, I think, after all the trouble.
A piece of heart maybe wouldn't have been bad.
Yeah, a piece of heart would have been a good one. And like I said, it's not that hard of a puzzle. I just didn't know the mechanic.
Yeah.
I didn't know that leaf could make you go backwards like that.
Yep. Oh, God, that was annoying.
And it comes in handy in the next room, or like where the Octo Rocks were.
Yeah, and that's something that actually took me a little bit of time, and it shouldn't have after going through this room, is the flower we're about to jump on that we originally cut down to come down to this level. We can move just like that platform.
Yeah.
And I didn't, me, in whatever lapse of insanity I had here, even though I just done that, didn't think to use the leaf here for a minute. It took me a while.
I knew right away. After I made that mistake for that long, I was like, I knew exactly what to do right here.
I wish I would have. I actually spent a little time on this one. But,
well, it's so frustrating. Obviously, Nintendo does this for a reason, but if you swim, like, all the way across there, you get to that wall, and it's just a little bit higher, because someone, apparently I forgot, too, to use that leaf right there. Because I swam all the way over here there, so I was like, I can get this wall. No problem.
It's just a hair too high.
Nintendo, make it like 3 feet higher, or like high enough to where we can climb on it.
Like, if I'm drowning to death, I'm going to find a way on
Which
that
I
wall.
almost do.
Yeah, like, I'm going to find a way to get on that wall. I don't care what it takes.
And this is always something I forgot about in this game, was like the drowning, like the swimming meter, I guess you call it.
Well, it's something that if you play carefully, you never really have to deal with. I mean, like, it's never, or almost never, to the point where you're about to die. That was an exception where, you kind of swam off into the void there.
Yeah, I did.
With nowhere to go. But, I mean, there are a few points where it pops up, but for the most part, I never really had any issues with running out of air.
And I don't know why I did. Like, why would you do it that way?
You know what the sad thing is? That's probably what I finally did to realize that's what I need to do.
That's why I didn't Tower of the Gods. Is I used the leaf and I tried to like hit something. Yeah. And then I was like, I tried to do it like this. And then I was like, oh. Duh.
Hey, it's funny the way you sometimes solve puzzles.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just pure
Usually
accident.
by accident, yeah.
Yep. Hey, whatever works though.
Yep. I think I had a pretty good shot. Not this one. I think I screwed this. Oh, I was too far away right here. Or either that or I hit the rocks together. I actually think I did.
Which is actually pretty impressive.
Well, you know, hey. I'm talented at some things in this game.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to come.
Yep.
But after all these losses, I finally had a good one.
That was a great double whammy right there. That was very well done.
We'll come up here in the room later on, like we battled those. They're not the dark nuts, are they? But the other things, the moblins, maybe. I guess.
I think they're moblins.
I thought that boomerang. I get them both on one throw.
Nice.
It's the little things in Zelda game that count for 2 guys.
Oh, it's the little things that keep you coming back for more too.
Yeah.
Reminds me of golf.
Yeah.
You might shank 30 shots.
I'm not coming back to that room for the treasure chart again. I can tell you that.
No, definitely not. If we ever play this again, which we will at some point in our lives, that treasure chart can stay there.
Yeah, I tell you what, I won't forget how to get through that part.
Yeah, good point.
That's one thing you don't forget.
Now this room, you'll see here, Hick nails it on the first try. I had a hard time getting this lined up. Obviously, when you walk in, you see these crystals you need to hit. So, of course, you're going to use your boomerang and Z-target all 5 of them. For some reason, I just could not get my stupid boomerang to hit all 5 of them. I don't know if I just wasn't standing in the right place or what, but I kept throwing it into like the side of the little thing we're standing on and all kinds of other things.
Well, I think I walked towards this. Well, maybe did you throw at the last one that you locked onto? Because, see, I go back to the first one, and I kind of go to the edge.
Yeah.
So, maybe you, like, were locked onto the 5th one and threw it at the 5th one.
Probably, and then it pretty much just comes right back to you.
Yeah.
So, well,
nicely done. Tries to go around stuff or whatever.
Yeah, nicely done is all I'll say. But
one thing I'm starting to realize is that we're not getting stuck in the same parts at all.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's funny how that works out. And now that we've got the big key, we can start making our way towards the boss, and this wraps up part 4.